I want to thank you all for coming today, June 19th, 2019, to hear my topic today about police dogs. When it comes to our law enforcement, the four-legged pups in the K9 unit have been the most reliable. Since 1899, the use of police dogs have been a great improvement to the task force. First, I want to talk about where and how police dogs originated. Next, we'll discuss what kind of breeds of dogs were used in the K9 unit and what they're used for. Third, we'll discuss their training, and finally, I'll talk to you about how they improved the task force. The use of the police dogs originated in 1899, like I said before. During the wars, specifically trained dogs had main jobs. Germany had trained over 600 police dogs by 1911. No one was quite sure when the idea of the K9 unit was established, so we don't have an exact date, but we do know around 1899. The use of police dogs within law enforcement brought its way to the United States in the 1970s, which was fairly recently. Now, when it comes to breeds, there's multiple ones used within a task force in the K9 unit. The most common breed you'll find within the unit are the Belgian Malinois, the German and Dutch Shepherds, which are the most common that we know of, and the Labrador Retrievers. Certain breeds have been used for specific purposes, such as detecting illegal drugs or explosives, tracking fugitives, or finding missing persons. German and Dutch Shepherds for obvious reasons, are originated in Germany and Holland. This breed is often preferred by law enforcement because of their strength, the intelligence, their teachability, and their obedience. These shepherds are often utilized in detection of explosive and drug narcotics just based on their sense of smell, as well as used for tracking and apprehension of human suspects. They like to use them to track them down because of their ability to grasp and then, when on command, release. The Labrador Retriever, or the Lab as a lot of people say, are well-tempered and well-behaved around children and the elderly. These Labs are athletic and playful, and they're actually a popular family dog. Labradors are trained and used for detection work within the force, as well as tracking for human suspects. The Belgian Malinois is another form of shepherd from Belgium. They are used for the task such as detection of odors, just with that good sense of smell, of narcotics or drugs, explosives, accelerants such as arson investigations. So when we have those big fires, we use those dogs for those kind of things. This breed are trained for tracking and apprehension of human suspects as well. Now, each breed has a specific kind of training, but training in general, it's extensive and intense training that in producing a canine pup. The law enforcement believes a well-trained pup is essential to decrease criminal activity. German Shepherds and the Malinois are genetically wired to protect, while Labradors are naturally more talented in search and detection for specific goods. They believe that when they start their training, they should be a small puppy, just so that they know from here on out this is kind of what they're going to be doing for a while. They are trained to assist police department in locating illegal drugs, explosive, fugitives, and finding missing persons, like we said earlier. The personality of the puppy is another factor they take into account when choosing a dog to train as a police dog, just because you do find that one pup that might be, the ADHD out of the bunch that they don't really want within the unit. Police dogs must be alert, calm, obedient, and smart. They can't be shy or anxious, because those traits at best will make them less capable, and obviously for serious reasons we want to decrease the criminal activity, so we don't really want those in the task force, and at worst they can make them dangerous, and in the task force we want the best foot forward and the best foot possible. Okay, so my last point was the advantages of training and using police dogs within the unit. A lot of this I got off of the K9 website. They talked about how a lot of the negativity that people always claim about the dogs in the unit, but how much we are advancing within the task force using these K9 dogs. Dogs have a keen sense of smell, and they can detect odors that humans cannot. And with that keen sense of smell, we can detect arson, drugs, people. With proper training, a police dog can detect certain items, even if they've been sealed in plastic or buried in something, indeed to mask the scent. When people, put stuff underground, dogs can sense that stuff, while humans can't. The dog's sense of smell is also used for tracking people on foot, either for criminal apprehension or in search and rescue situations. So we have that lost child who's herded under, a bush. We use that dog. they can sniff something that belongs to them once and kind of find that child quickly. All police dogs are protective on their handlers and will attack if their partner is in danger. So every canine pup has a trainer that they usually have for a long time, and they know as soon as that my owner's in danger, they know what to do and how to settle that situation pretty quickly. Patrol vehicles used in the canine officers can even be fitted with special remote control doors devices, allowing the handler to release his dog without returning to the vehicle if he's in trouble. So every canine owner has a button that can quickly unrelease the trunk so that dog can jump out, and they know on command what that means if the owner isn't there, that they're in trouble, and they can get to them quickly and save them. Police dogs have an advantage of greater speed than humans counterparts and can be trained to stop fleeing and violent suspects. And on command, the dog will chase and tackle someone who runs, and if a suspect continues to fight, the dog will bite and hold until order to release. So within the training, like we talked about, they are quick and obedient. So as soon as their owner says attack, they will go and attack somebody, and as soon as they say release, they will drop quickly. That is a good advantage because we're not as fast, so the dog can chase after them quickly and get to safety a lot quicker. In conclusion, today we discussed police dogs and how they originated. We also explained the breeds of dogs within the canine unit and what they're used for. Next, I talked about the training within the unit and how they, get their job specifically. And lastly, I discussed how they improve the task force because there is that big negativity stigma. In closing, police dogs provide a great service to the law enforcement, and I'm glad that I was able to share and appreciate the police dogs for you guys today. So thank you.